Let's do this. Have you ever met or talked to a real life mermaid? That's who's on the podcast. Guess what? We have a pretty cool chat, and we just have a lot in common with paddleboarding. Janka, the real life mermaid in Sarnia, Canada. I'm Misty, the host. Wave on. Welcome to the show. Thank you for being here, listening, tuning in. Hit subscribe. We got more guests coming down the pipeline, and all unique vibes, actually. How is the end of the year going for you? Are you feeling a little bit anxious, or maybe I didn't accomplish what I really wanted to by the end of the year? You know, I struggle with all those things myself. One thing that I had passed out for the 5th year of Luna Moon, 5th season, were some coloring books, and they were actually more like pages. They were very psychedelic, if you will, patterns. And I'm going to be posting some of those of my own pages and coloring. And, even if you did that for 5 to 10 minutes, I'm not going to say it's going to cure everything, but I find a little bit of power through the pen, marker, colored pencil, even if it is just doodles and not even a real coloring book. I think it helps with a lot of creative vibes. And I say pick one up if you can. Or if you got one of those coloring books for me and you're listening, I may want you to share. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. There's no right or wrong on coloring and being fun, creative. Just do it. Do it. So I'm going to continue podcasts until the end of the year just because of that break that I had throughout the summer. I'm still trying to catch up. And we've got pool dates coming up in January. I think it's the 21st is the next one. And then we'll have 2 dates on a day. So February all the way till May, and already planning out the season and putting dates in the calendar. So there's a lot going on that I'm still keeping up with and making it happen. And let's tune into this episode. I don't want to keep you too much longer. The holidays are coming, and there's a lot going on. So let's dive in. Janko, the real life mermaid. What does she say? Woo! Awesome. Yay, you made it.
Thank you for having me. I made it.
Yeah. Hi, Janka.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Misty? What's up?
Good. Just gonna work hard to keep this dog quiet over here while we
All right. That's all right.
get to meet.
Yeah. Right on.
Thanks for being here.
Yes. Thank you for inviting me and having me. This is pretty exciting. Never done this before, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So for first podcast, you've done some cool like interviews though lately, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. Backbone Moxie, she reached out to me, and I was all for it. So that was pretty cool feature. On their podcast TV Instagram account, they have it on there. There's like three of them, like little, I don't even know what you call them, but yeah, that's pretty cool.
Like 3 little episodes or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Like I said, I'm new to all this stuff, so I'm learning still.
That's good though. That's good.
Yeah, totally.
So how's your season with paddleboarding and such?
All right. So I kind of had a bit of a rough season myself with my injuries and my surgeries and whatnot, but I still managed to do my Wednesday night ladies nights. I do that, like we all get together and just sup around wherever the wind isn't windy. So we do that. And what else? We kind of did the Witches in the Bay thing, which you also had an awesome event. And that was pretty good. It was the 2nd annual Witches in the Bay this year. And it was about like, I don't even know how many people showed up. There was a ton of people, like spectators, and probably about 80 witches on paddles and kayaks.
Wow.
Um, yeah, it's like double of what we had last year. So every year it seems to be getting bigger and bigger. Um, and then I also went up to another witches paddle this Sunday. I just went up to one. It's about an hour away. It's in London, Ontario.
Okay.
And that one was pretty fun too. Like, it's awesome getting together with the paddle people,
The
you
paddle
know, like
people.
paddle people,
Yeah. Totally.
like-minded. Yeah, like it's just like, oh, you paddle, and then you got an instant friend for life, pretty much. Like,
Right.
I just love that about this sport. It's
Yeah.
pretty awesome. Like, that's how you and I connected, and
Yeah.
that's how I see you. I'm like, that's my girl. She's doing her thing over there, watching you.
And same to
It's
you
awesome.
too, for
I know,
sure.
man. It's good.
It's all good.
It's
I
all good.
know.
Yeah,
How
for
how
sure.
awesome, because well, I don't know about you. That's going to be my next question really, is have you found it hard to find other paddle people that are like next to you, like in real life?
Yeah.
Like we're like, well, we're not that
I,
far away. We're just a border away really, but
I
still
know.
we
Yeah.
connect through social media.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, like, so that's kind of why I started doing the ladies' nights, is to find more like-minded people, like, you and I. And that's been successful in connecting more people, like connecting me with more people like that. And I did women's nights because whatever, just it's kind of a little bit more like focused on paddling and with, like, like girl power and stuff like that. And
Sure.
so keep it with the girls, and it's good to
Mm-hmm.
show everyone how we can do things.
That we can do things right.
We
Well,
can do things. I
that's
don't know.
awesome. No, I love your energy. This is
Yeah,
great. This is
yeah.
awesome.
The
So
coffee.
the
I'd like
coffee.
to.
Yes. Cheers to morning coffee and
Yeah, girl.
podcasting.
Cheers.
So, yeah, the no, that's great. The girls' night. I mean,
Yeah.
I do a lot of paddleboarding more for my business, really.
Yeah.
Teaching lessons and things like that. And when you get so focused on that, in my perspective, it's like, oh, I gotta like, branch away a little bit, because I love paddleboarding. I don't want to like
Yeah.
ruin it
I know. Yeah, for sure.
by doing a business. But
Oh, yeah. You got to well, it's a passion, right? And if you can make that a part of your business too, and then you're going to have a freaking fun doing it. Like, it's
yeah,
awesome. I love watching you. Like, I'm
thanks.
watching you like in the pool area, and I'm like, yes, I'm just cheering you on, man. Like,
we
you're
just
awesome.
we just need a mermaid to like swim
I know.
underneath and
Yeah.
like
I
pop
know.
up and be like, hello.
Hi guys, you guys are doing great. Yeah. Go around all the bodies in the water. That'd be awesome.
That would be,
Freaking out a little bit.
you might have to come here and do that. I don't know.
I think so. I think we're gonna have to do that.
Is a winner
That'd be
is a
pretty
winner
cool.
like escape for both you and I.
Right, yeah, I'm so down. I'll make a trip wherever you are. I'll go.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How are you with the winner?
Yeah. Well, as you know, I'm a letter carrier, so like I don't really like to like go outside. But after work, like I'm
Yeah.
cold, and then I come home and I'm like, ugh, I'm just dead. But
Right.
I'm a snowboarder too. So that's kind of what I
Good.
do in the winter. And I also like my mermaiding. I just find a pool and I'm fine. So I do that. And then I just go snowboarding. But there are people, I don't know if you guys have any down where you are, but there are like a group of freaking crazy people who go and surf the winter waves.
Yes.
And I'm just in awe of them all. Like, they have like
Yes.
icicles coming off of their whole face. And I know that like letter carrying, I get that, but I'm not in the freaking waves. And like,
Right.
I don't know how they do it, but all power to them. Like,
Yes. Same.
so
Because
I'm a
I'm
big
not gonna be
baby.
doing that. I will watch. I mean, those
Yeah.
waves are so aggressive as far as like they're so
Yeah.
different from the ocean. They break faster and they're like, super
Yeah.
cold with ice chunks
Yeah.
in them. And yeah, I'm on the
Not
same
for
with
me.
you.
Yeah. I'll watch with our hot coffee. Yeah, we can go watch them and we'll chill on the sidelines. Our
Yeah, that would be
heated
cool.
outfits.
That would be cool.
Yeah. So. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So, a letter carrier. Yeah. So, I just a note. Yeah, I remember last winter watching you quite a bit, and you're like over
Yeah.
10,000 steps, and
Oh yeah, it's like 30 steps, 30,000, 30 steps. I wish it's like 30,000 steps a day, and plus stairs too, right? And how heavy our bag is, and blah blah blah. But I love it. I love the job. Like you got to be crazy to do it. So
that'd be
you got to have a
crazy.
certain like mindset, kind of like paddle people.
True. This is true.
Gotta be,
You
gotta
gotta
have that little crazy side to you, right?
right. You gotta find that vibe, to
Yeah,
hang with. That's
yeah,
awesome. When
yeah,
you're so well for paddleboarding, you had some injuries, you're some surgeries. You were saying like what
yeah.
happened?
So I had, so I'm 40 and I'm a letter carrier, and I had varicose veins.
Mm,
And I've been waiting for years to get them removed. And I finally got them removed this at the beginning of the summer, of course. And then when that healed, I went longboarding and I just went to put my foot on it for a stride, and my Achilles tendon just ruptured, and I was like, what the frig is going on here? And like I walked home, even like I went paddleboarding that night. Like it was painful, but I didn't think like it was as injured as it was. And I went to the
oh,
hospital the next day and they're like, yeah, it's completely ruptured and you need surgery. So they got me in and I had surgery and I'm on the mend now and it's all good. Could be worse.
are the
Could be
two
worse.
related? Like from having the
I
varicose
don't
and then
I think because I think probably shouldn't have been longboarding then. Like I probably should have waited a bit. Maybe my leg muscles weren't fully, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I couldn't really move around after my surgery. So who knows? I don't even know. Like
Wow.
so crazy.
Were
Yeah.
you off for a little bit with the first
I'm
surgeries and
yeah.
oh,
So I was off June, July, and then I went back to work for like 2 weeks, and then like I only worked like for 2 weeks this summer, and then I'm off work right now. So now I'll
wow.
be back end of November, which will be good because I'm going stir crazy.
Yeah, what are you doing to stay busy?
Trying to do some handstands against my wall, trying to keep fit. There's an app called Pliability, and it's holding stretch. You'd like it actually. It's holding stretches for long periods of time.
Yeah.
I do that like every day and I love that. And I just try to go mermaiding, try to hobble around outside, I've got a limp right now.
Mhm.
It's kind of cool looking though, so I'm digging it. But yeah, I just try to keep busy as much as possible.
You said the app was called Applyability?
Yeah.
Really? Okay. I'll have to look it
Yeah,
up.
check it out. You'll like it, I think.
Okay.
It's good. And all the exercises are like only 20 minutes, but you feel it. Like it's really like I love it. Like it's awesome. Like
I like.
I like it.
Beautiful. That's
Yeah.
amazing. I know. It's like I don't know. I think I just remember back last winter, like watching you and like stuff you would do, and like it's almost like, hey, you're trying to keep you inspired during the crazy winter.
Aw. Yeah. Yeah, winters are hard for sure
And
for us summer
there's
people.
so right, they're so hard for paddleboarders like in the Midwest. I'm like, there's paddleboarders in the Midwest that are
Yeah.
dying right now.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, and like I live right across the street from where I have the witches in the bay, so
Okay.
I go outside and I look at the water every day and I'm like, oh, like it's taunting me in the winter.
Yeah.
Because I don't do it. I'm not a winter paddleboarder, man. Like, there's no way.
Oh yeah. I'll
I don't think so.
go. to a certain extent, but
Yeah,
really,
like if it's calm and nice, then sure. But when
right.
it's no.
If the sun's out, like that kind of thing.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Hmm.
once the lake freezes where I'm at,
Yeah.
at first it's kind of cool because then you maybe ice skate or cross
Hmm.
country ski, like those types of things. But then after
Yeah,
a
yeah.
while, you're just like, okay, I'm done with this.
Yeah. It's like, all right, I'm ready for summer again.
I'm
Spring,
ready.
summer.
Yeah, I'm ready to see moving water.
Yes, the moving water is good.
So seriously, I was thinking, I'm like, I want to start like a messenger or some sort of where someone can lay down comments like how to survive winter.
You should. Like a
Whether
thread. You
yeah,
should.
yeah,
You
like
should absolutely do one.
I just got to figure out where, like
Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
don't yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, well, I'll have to.
We'll brainstorm. I'll think and I'll if I come up with something, I'll message you right away for sure.
Yeah, let me know because I'm like, I'm pretty sure that there's people that may have even moved here. Well,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if it's Canada or,
Yeah.
Midwest, but I
Yeah.
mean, it's all the same. And I'm like, what if people have moved somewhere from like warm places and they're like, how do I survive this? Seriously? Like, what
Right?
do I do?
Yeah.
Um, it's kind of funny because I have this like chat pack and one of the questions was something like, what would you tell someone that moved here like to Michigan? And I'm like, uh how to survive winter? I'm like,
Oh my God. Yeah. Blank.
blank. I know it's like there's so much to say, but yet I still struggle myself. So I think
Yeah. Oh
moral
man.
support or inspiration is always a
Yeah,
good
for
thing.
sure. Winters in Canada and yeah, Midwest.
I know because I look at
Like,
you and you're like, I've got the mermaid on. No, so you have to tell about the mermaid.
oh, my mermaiding. Woo! Yeah, so okay, so when I was a little kid, my best friend and I, we'd play, pretend we were mermaids and stuff, and she played hockey. So she brought, do not do this. Nobody do this ever. This is really dangerous. Okay. This is how we started, like when we were little kids,
Okay.
before the mermaid tails came along. So she brought her hockey socks and they're large, right? So you can fit your legs, both legs into one. So
Okay.
that's what we did. And disaster, like we're just like instant drowning. We didn't drown, but we were like, okay, this is pretty bad, but we loved it. And then fast forward to years later, I have two little girls. Well, they're not little anymore, but at the time they're little and I see these tails and I'm like, oh my God, get the tails for the kids. And then I see they have adult ones and game over.
Game.
Game over. Move over, girls. Mom's here now. Like my dream come true. So yeah, I've just been doing it for a long time. And
And
at
what?
the beginning, like in this where I live, it's kind of, I like to say it's when you travel to Sarnia, it's like you're traveling back in time. So like people were like, what? They had no idea what it was and kind of got a little made fun of for it, but I don't care, as you can tell. I really don't care.
Yeah,
Um, and yeah, so I've just been mermaiding from then on, and
I
that's
love
it.
it. So yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Is so you got funny looks, right? Like
Oh, all the time. Even now, yeah.
because
It's
now
like,
you go into a pool, and I
yeah. Oh, yeah.
assume
Yeah.
someone else might be there.
Every time, and they love it. Like people love it. They at first they're like, what is this? And I can see, so I'm like, I'll be like, hey, how's it going? Because I can tell. And then once I start talking to them, they just become happy. Like it's like, ooh, and then I'm like, okay. It's
Yeah.
just all about having an open mind, I think. Just say about same with everything else, like
Mm-hmm.
it's just a new thing that they've never seen before. So it's
Yeah.
kind of cool to bring
No,
it to light.
that's awesome. That's why I love. I mean, the stuff you post. I mean, you have like vocal stories and things like that where
Yeah.
I can hear more message versus like maybe just a picture. But
Yeah.
I know like you're kind of like that. You're like, really don't care what I'm going
Oh,
to
yeah.
wear this like what you're wearing right now. You're like, I'm doing the interview like this. Like,
Oh, it's my headband. I don't care. Yeah, like I mean, it was my girl's headband, but I took it because I love it. So
you took it. What do the girls think?
they like, okay, they're like, oh my God, mom, just like that. But all their friends, just I'm the mom that they all want to hang around with, you know? I'll be
Really?
like last night, yeah, it's pretty cute. Like last night, they both kind of went with their friends for trick-or-treating, and I said to them, I'm like, can I go with you? And they were like, mom. And then I'm like, oh yeah, ask your friends if I can go. And then they're like, no.
Oh, because they were gonna say, yeah.
Because all the friends will be like, yeah, because I'm like, I don't know. Well, I'm just a crazy cool mom, I guess. And I love it.
No, that's great. I mean,
yeah,
I can relate in a way. I mean, I'm always doing something a little bit off the wall.
mm-hmm.
But paddleboarding, even
I love it.
out here, they're like, "Wait, what do you mean you're going paddleboarding right now?" I'm like, "There's nothing wrong with."
Yeah.
What do you mean? So they're getting more used to me being like that. So it's really like more like if I'm down there, if I'm like, say, if I'm even down there today and I'm just hanging out or something, someone will probably ride by and say, when are you going to give it up? Or,
oh no. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
like, are you in denial, you know, cause it's getting colder and
I know, but they don't know. They don't know.
Even
Just
in the
let them.
spring, same in the spring.
Yeah, just let them, man. I love when people are like, ooh, like people who have never even paddleboarded and they're like, oh, you're going out now? And I'm like, or like they'll tell me what to wear or something. And I'm like, dude, no, you don't even know. Like, it's just so funny. Plus, you know, like, and I think like we've been doing it for a really long time too. So it's kind of like, okay,
Yeah.
thanks for the tips.
I had a guy yell at me like, I don't know how long ago, 5 years, 4 years, who knows.
Oh God, yeah.
And it was early spring and I'd already been practicing on my board, like at the pool and everything. And so he had to yell out, you know, the water is cold. I'm like, really? Thanks.
Yeah. Like, thanks, man. Or like, don't fall in. And I'm like, I always say, I don't.
This is why now you have just girls paddle night.
Exactly. Yeah. Other reasons too, but that's part of it. Yeah.
No, I totally get it. No, yeah, definitely not to like dog guy paddlers because I know a bunch of them.
I do too. Yeah.
But yeah, I get it. I know. Sometimes you just get the most silliest remarks from, and for me, usually it's a lot of like pontooner. I call them pontooners. They're just kind of, you know, like they're doing the most laziest thing. Sorry, but the most laziest thing. They're yelling at me like how to do something.
I know, right? Yes, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. People sitting on the beach. They're not even doing anything. They're just sitting there. And I'm like, okay. One person, I'm like holding my board, just going to the water. And she's like, oh, that looks like too much work. And I'm like,
yeah, there's that too.
Try it, man. Like it's not, but maybe I don't know. Like, I don't think it is, but we've been doing it for a long time. So maybe it's easier for us. I don't know.
Yeah, sometimes there's that too. You know, I could definitely see, you know, a newbie struggling a little bit if there's a little ounce of wind going on.
Yeah.
You know. But,
yeah, I do get caught up in forgetting about the newbies. I like that. Newbies. I do get caught up, and I kind of have to like check myself every once in a while and be like, okay, they don't know. Like, relax.
Yeah. Give them some space. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all good. That's so fun.
Yeah.
I mean, your summer, that kind of sucks with having to go through all that, but
yeah, I made it work though. It was fine. Yeah. Like I said, it could have been worse. Like I still like went and paddled with my air cast that I had on, and I had like what did I have? It was called an eye walker thing, and I can put my leg in it, and I was able to like walk her. It like allowed me to like walk around. It was kind of like a peg leg, basically.
Oh,
So I
not
use that to get to the beach because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to. So there's things that you can do when you're injured. So I
yeah.
don't want to hear any excuses from anyone. Just kidding.
Set it straight.
No excuses.
No
Die
excuses.
hard.
Die hard. That's awesome. I know, and you're the witches. That's amazing. Like how when when did you see the witches?
Oh my God. So I saw it on social media a long time ago,
Mm-hmm.
even like I don't know, several years ago. And every year I'm like, I want to do it. I want to, like, why don't we do it here? Like, and nobody, whatever. So I just posted a thing on Facebook and I was like, I'm dressing up as a witch. If anyone wants to come, come. And like the very first night, it was just like me and one of my girlfriends. And it was just us two. And we were like, woo. And then after that one, then it kind of grew from that. And then, so that was last year and about 40 people came. And then it doubled this year. So, and I think next year we're going to have more people from other cities come too.
Yeah, I'm sure you
It's
will.
growing. It's growing. It's getting big now.
Mm-hmm. I know. I keep anytime someone sees like, oh, there's a news or a picture, they'll send it to me, and
I know, me
it'll
too.
be
Yeah.
somewhere else, like in another
Yeah.
country even, and I'm like,
Same here. Yeah. Yeah. It's awesome. It's
I know.
great. Like,
Yeah,
imagine if we all could like unite as one in one place and just come together. Imagine, that'd be amazing.
that would be pretty sweet. I don't know how
Be
that's
pretty.
possible, but I do know
I
that
don't know.
I have a friend or more or less another acquaintance through paddleboarding, but she lives in
Mhm.
Montana and she's like, if I could only get my broom to fly there.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
know.
let's work on that. I don't know how,
Yeah,
but
we got to work on that. A flying paddle board broom, but a real one.
yeah, right. I know. I'm like, let's work on that.
Yeah.
I'm joking now because we're like the day after Halloween, and
Yeah.
I'm like, seriously, start planning right after 4th of July next year.
Oh man, I planned it like a whole year even. Like I was posting about it like pretty much after my last event because I don't know, I'm just excited, I guess.
Yeah. It's kind of funny because I'll get all this footage all summer of paddleboarding. I'll use quite a bit of it, but
Yeah.
I also get behind and I'm like, that's okay. We'll save that for January.
Yeah, winter content. You got to get the winter content. I know.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
hear you, girl. I hear you.
Right. So give me a good I'm like putting you on the spot maybe.
Oh
Um
God.
oh God. What okay, so I have them in the pool and they're doing their thing, they're doing, like a little flow or something like that. What unexpected other than a mermaid popping up, swimming underneath them, pop up? What's the next thing? Or what's another thing?
A shark.
Ah, see.
You can get a shark fin that you can put on your back.
Really?
That's a good one.
Oh,
I got the
wow.
ideas, girl. I got the ideas.
Do you have that outfit too?
I have like two big shark heads. People give me stuff all the time. I'm obsessed with sharks and unicorns and mermaids. So
Hmm.
I get a lot of stuff and someone's like, do you want these shark heads? I'm like, yeah, I'll send you a picture of them after this. It's hilarious.
Yeah, send a picture.
Um, yeah. And then you can get like a shark fin. Like you can buy one. I bought one for my nephew and it's pretty cool. Like it's an act like, yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that would be really cool if you incorporated a shark in between your paddle boards and your
I'll
yoga
have
sessions.
to see what I can do.
I
I did
know.
try a little bit last year, but it was so like itty bitty.
Yeah.
I need something bigger.
Yeah. Or an octopus or something.
Yeah. Another yeah, who knows? Maybe. Maybe.
Get a remote control one floating, swimming in the water.
See, there's that too. I know. I have to start looking, see what I can
Yeah,
find.
do it.
Now that the witches are done
I
for
know.
right now.
I know. Well, we're witches all year round, but season is over.
Oh my gosh. It doesn't get old. And like I was thinking this morning, I'm like, I wonder if this would ever get old. Just the whole like I guess the imagination. And I'm like, well, it hasn't yet for me my whole life.
No,
So
no way. Never grow old, man. Like keep that childlike play, they say, is like the best thing for us. And it really is. Like it's so true.
yeah, and I guess like maybe the ladies that you meet paddleboarding and maybe the more
Hmm.
that you find,
Hmm.
um, what do are there barriers that you have to kind of like maybe mentally like they're like I'm interested but oh I don't know. I mean, do you have to give like a lot of encouragement and
Oh
kind of
yeah, there are
enforcement?
girls and ladies who are like that for sure. And I'm like you can see I'm pretty enthusiastic about this. So it kind of I might go overboard and I might be too energetic for them. So I hope I don't scare anyone away. But for the most part, I think like if I kind of try to get them more confident, that's what I'm trying to do is just build their confident because once you get on the water, you just start on your knees, and then it's so easy just to build from there. And it's like riding a bike. You never forget how to
Yeah,
paddle.
never forget.
So yeah, I just try to encourage as much as I can in a good, positive way.
Nah, that's good. No, I can see that about
Yeah.
yourself. Like, yeah, I mean, I think that's sometimes the hardest part. Maybe even for just women in general too, it might be hesitant to,
Hmm.
and they could look at you or I because I'm kind of like that too, and they're like, oh well, yeah, but she's just fit and can do it,
Yeah.
and
That too is a part of it. I don't like that part. It's like everyone can do it. Don't you can't compare to yourself to people, right? That's the number one thing too that I see a lot. It's like you said, they look at us and it's like, okay, but that's not the case. You can literally anybody can do it. Like, yeah, I don't know. I just want everyone to do it. And they can. Like I saw a lady on the in the London witches in the paddle, or it's not called witches in the bay in the London one, but the witch paddle in London. She had like a prosthetic leg, and she was giving her, and we were like, yeah, and like if she could do it, you know what I mean? Like get on a paddleboard, man, everyone like, and
yeah,
it's pretty like empowering just being on the water and floating around builds so much confidence.
yeah, and it's a stress relief as well.
Mm-hmm.
Something
I
about
call it
the
it's my water therapy, like big time. That's
yeah.
pretty like that's yeah, it's my number one thing. It's like, oh, I need to get on that water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
It's
why
yeah.
toward April or March and the water is
Hmm.
still frozen, but it's getting slushy, but it's
Yes.
still solid. I'm like, I can't wait to see moving water again.
Yes, I totally get that.
Yeah,
I
something
get
about
that.
just seeing waves and movement and
The movement. I like how you said that. The moving water. I'm going to take that away from this. The moving.
the
I'm going to
moving.
use that. The moving of the
That's
water. I love it. But you're so right. It's almost like hypnotizing when you go and you just
yeah.
look at it and you're just like one with the water.
You have to tell me about more about mermaids though. I feel like
Okay.
you must know more about mermaids.
I don't know. There's like this mermaid community. It's enormous on social media. Like, and people don't realize how big it is because like you and I, we live up here and it's winter and it's cold, but in Florida and down south and the warm places, this is like huge. And like these ladies and girls and men their tails are like in the thousands of dollars, thousands, like, and they're made out of silicone and they do all the, and like, it's a whole thing. And now it's kind of just starting to trickle up
Up
our way and
up to the Great White North.
up to the great white north. So hopefully we'll see more mermaids out there. And again, it's something that empowers like women and men do it. Like everybody, that's another thing that everyone also can do. Like but you have to be water. Like you can't not know how to swim and just put on a tail and go in the water, or you'll be in trouble. It's a big safety thing too. So you got to kind of
Is it
know.
really?
Oh yeah, it's pretty like dangerous. Well, I don't want to say dangerous, but it can be if you don't know how to swim properly. Then don't put on a tail.
Essentially, you're swimming like a mermaid.
Yeah, literally. Like I'm on my Instagram account, like I've got a whole bunch of underwater videos and stuff of me, but I'm just like in the pool. But other mermaids, like down south mermaids, they're all in the oceans and in like crazy rivers, and like it's so cool to see just the underwater world. Like
wow,
it's a whole other world down there. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So it's kind of starting to get bigger around here now.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, are there clubs?
No, not yet. Not yet. We will see about that. Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, it's unique to me.
You need a tail, girl. Like you're a mermaid.
I know. They call me that, and I'm like, I don't have a tail.
Yeah, like that's what they called me that too. Like, and I'm like, and then I saw the tails and I'm like, oh my God, it just came. And then like, yeah, you should get a tail.
I would be
even just like a beginner one. Just, yeah, you should totally have a tail.
All right. Wait, there's levels of tails?
I mean,
like training wheels for
pretty
tails?
much. I've progressed through my tails. I've got like, I'm looking over there because my tails are over there. Here, let me walk over. I've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 tails, and then there's other skins you can get, and it's a whole thing. So I have mine hanging.
Oh my gosh. Look at that.
So yeah, I got it hanging up in my chin up thing. I don't even have the proper fin for this skin, because the fin for this skin is like $800. And I'm like, yeah, well.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
And what is it made of? What is yours made out of?
It's like neoprene yoga material.
Oh, wow.
Ish. Yeah, so it's stretchy. And yeah, I love it. Get a tail, girl.
Get a tail. This is like part of your workout even.
Oh, big time. It's like legs and your abs and your lower back, because you're like,
yeah,
you know. Like I don't even know what that is. I never know how to explain it.
The water.
Just like swim like a mermaid. I don't know.
Kind of like rolling with the homies.
Exactly, like rolling with my homies. Amazing.
Yeah. Well, so how do you find one of these tails?
I'll send you some links after this. They're online. There's Fin Fun Mermaid, there's Cape Cali, there's like Fin Folk Productions, Mer Taylor. He's the best one. I just got my tail from him, so. But really? That was like years in the making.
Okay.
And, so yeah, it's not even like his tail that I got. It's not even like a crazy tail. Like it's nice though, but it's not like, there are so many other kinds. I'll send you and you'll be like, what?
Yeah, I think my mind will be blown, because I have seen social media stuff, you know, the shots, the video. It's like, whoa, like, you know, kind of what you just mentioned, like, you know, they're not even in a pool, they're somewhere. Yeah, tropical or something.
I know. And I'm like, man, I am living in the wrong freaking place. Like I did live in the Caribbean before I had kids and stuff, but that was a long time ago. So I can say at least I did that, but I want to go again. I want to live. I just want to live somewhere where I can just mermaid and paddle all the time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, I do know what you mean, because I wonder myself, like.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. Anyway.
I know. I mean, I like where I'm at, but like I said, paddle boarders in the Midwest, seasonal areas have it so hard.
Yeah, big time.
Someone give us sympathy.
I know, because we're cold. We're like way too cold in the
We're
freaking cold surf. I'm not doing that.
Nope. I will watch it, but
I'll go watch, yes, and I'll cheer them all on. But
totally, yeah. That's a different type of mermaid.
oh, I tried to do one of my best friends. She does the cold. What is that? The polar bear thing, like
Oh, like the
for New Year's
plunge.
Day. Yeah, so
Wow.
she'll do it on her own. Like she'll go to her beach and she'll just run and in and freaking do that. And I tried to do it with her this year, and I took my stuff off, and like that was just piercing through my body. And then I ran into the water up to my knees. That's all I could do. I thought my plan was just gonna like jump
Yeah.
in.
Uh-huh.
As soon as I touched that water, I was like, whoa, dead.
And then you ran
Done.
away.
That was it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I ran away. That was it for me. So I'm not good with the cold.
Yes. Very hard. Very, very hard.
Yeah.
And I mean, I typically run a little bit warmer myself, but there's still something about that I can't fathom. It's just whoosh over my head.
Hard no.
Hard no. You probably watched that show.
What?
And
I don't even know. What one?
Letterkenny.
Oh, I did. I did a long time ago.
Or he says hard no or hard pass.
Pass. Yeah, that's just Canadians, man. That's just us.
Are you originally from Canada?
I'm born Canada. I'm born here. Yeah, my parents are from they're from Slovakia. I still say Czechoslovakia just because whatever. But they're Slovakian. Yeah, like you probably wouldn't be able to understand them with their accent.
Yeah, it's very unique.
It's pretty funny, but yeah.
Wow. So you lived in the Caribbean, but you're originally from Canada. And
I'm here now.
And you're here. Here we are.
And I'm here, and I'm a mailman. I'm like Newman from Seinfeld. Mail never stops.
The mail never stops. I love it.
True.
So you'll be able to go back in the end of November?
I'm gonna be working. I'll be working inside. I won't be
walking just yet.
I won't be pounding the concrete just yet, but soon. I hope.
Yeah. I'll be looking forward to seeing all the adventures.
My winter posts. My walking. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me see if I can think of another question. Or let's fit it this way. Do you have like another inspirational like message or thought?
Yeah, just don't care what other people think. For real. Because if you do, that's just gonna screw with your mind, and then you'll just be like, no, just do you. Just do you, man. Like, don't care what people think. Wear the freaking mermaid tail. Go paddleboarding. Try new things. Like buy the shoes. I don't know. Like
I love
like
that.
people are gonna try to bring you down, and don't let them.
Right. I love that because I think everybody struggles with that. And I even just listened to a podcast and I mean, these are celebrity types. And I'm like, wow, something was said, social media, maybe it was Twitter. And it really like affected her I don't know, maybe it struck a chord like at her downtime or like more of an emotional time maybe she was having, and I was just like, well, they go through it too. Like,
everybody, like all the negative stuff, like just like feel it, let it go, move on.
Yeah. And that's kind of what they were saying, because there's always going to be this hater, and if you feed into their like it's just going to keep like
Yeah.
seeding it and
Just smile and wave, and that's it. They're watching. Obviously, like it's
yes.
weird. So weird. It's just like I see you seeing me, like, but you don't like me though. But hey,
I
and keep doing you. Like that's it.
and
Let them talk.
that other message that I loved that I was like, I have
Yeah,
to just create this because then I can
yeah.
go back and see it again in my file
Your
or
story.
whatever.
Yeah, I know. That was good. I know.
That one, how was that one worded?
I forget that one too, but that one was a good one. It was something along the lines of that. What I just they're gonna watch you, give them I don't even know what it was, but like, yeah, you're gonna have a hater all the time, and who like whatever they're. They need to fix them. That's why they're so unhappy and angry towards you when you didn't even do anything. It's like they're just watching you.
Right.
And it's like you're just doing your own thing. You're not hurting anybody. You're just being happy. And why do they not like that? I don't know. But they're still watching, and
I totally
that's what I do.
get it.
Blow them a kiss. Hi.
And wear the mermaid tail.
Oh yeah.
Or the unicorn.
Oh yeah. Or the unicorn. Yeah, I wear this all the time pretty much. It's because my hair is all crazy right now. So I just boom.
And the girls, they're just used to you now.
Oh God, yeah. I've always been extra, I guess. I don't know. But it's fun. Like, yeah, they have fun. They're my little squad. We have a great relationship. Like my daughter is in high school and she's messaging me all day long, like telling me about her day, and it's great. I love it.
Oh,
my little one gave me a tarot reading this morning. Like,
really?
Yeah. So, oh yeah, it's so super cute. I must be doing something right.
That's awesome. I love it. Very cool. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I say keep doing what you're doing.
Yes. Thanks, babe.
And keep putting it out there because I mean, like I said, I was intrigued. I'm like, wow, that's really cool. Like,
yeah. Now you're gonna go get a tail now. You're gonna be a mermaid.
I still think you should come here and surprise.
I know,
the girls.
I will. Absolutely, I totally will. That would be awesome.
They would love that.
I know. I know. And they do. Like once they get over, the whole ooh, then it's like, whoa. It turns from a ooh to a whoa pretty fast.
That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, this is great. I'm so glad you could do this.
Cool. Thanks for having me. Thanks for asking me. I was super pumped. I was like, what? Hell yeah.
Well, yeah, this is perfect timing. I sort of took a little bit of an unintentional break through the summer with the podcast. Just way too busy.
It is busy, yeah.
Full summer. Great weather. I mean, I'm sure you probably had experienced some great weather because
yeah, we did. It was good.
Windy.
Good weather.
Did you have a lot of wind?
We were windy too this summer.
Yeah.
So I like to go like at the sunset or early morning in the summertime, and then when it comes fall, it's like the wind dies down almost. It's weird, but
same happened here.
Yeah. Like right now, I could go out right now. It's super flat out there. Like
super calm.
I just might. Yeah.
Maybe. I know I'm going to maybe either today, maybe tomorrow too. Got to fit some in before it starts to get a little cooler and I have to wear more layers.
I know. I'm definitely going to get out there this week for one more paddle or two.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Right on.
Great.
Right on.
Thank you. This was awesome. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, this was wicked. Hopefully, Frag, man, get me on here again. This was super fun.